Hello everybody, welcome on back to another video on the Unimix channel. Today I'm going to be taking the LEGO Star Wars Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle set from 2015. So this is the first ever Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle to be made in LEGO form. And they did do a remake for this set for the Rise of Skywalker in 2019. And there were a lot of mistakes with this ship, and there were reasons why people didn't particularly like this design. And the main reason was because the colour scheme was all wrong. So this is meant to be done in black and red, however they did it in mainly grey with a few hints of red, as you'll see throughout the model. And even though there are mistakes on this thing, I still really do like this ship overall, and I'm going to show you why now. So if you do enjoy the video, then please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So first off, I'm going to be taking a look at the minifigures, and the first figure I'm actually going to be looking at is Kylo Ren, the main figure of this set. And I think this is a really nice figure to have. I think everything about this figure is really good, and it's just a really simple design though. But it actually looks really effective. You can kind of see the torso printing there. It's got kind of nice thin white outlines for the robes. You can kind of see it's got a nice thick black belt there in the center, and he actually comes with a dark grey kind of hilt there for his the handle for the lightsaber, and he's got the kind of the blade that actually sticks out from both sides, which is kind of unique to this figure. And I think my most favorite thing is the helmet, and the helmet is actually really cool because when you take it off, you get the helmet again as a face print, and you can actually put the hood on quite easily just like that. I think that the actual helmet itself looks a bit better, but I think it's a nice option that LEGO have actually given. And you can kind of see the cape here. It's a bit short, and it's actually a nice fabric cape, which is really nice to see. If I just kind of lift the hood off and I kind of rise that up a bit, you can kind of see it's got more outlines at the back. Next up we have General Hux. It's a pretty nice figure. Again, this is kind of one of the main figures, probably one of the more well-known figures, well, in my opinion, because I don't really know many of the figures in this set. But this one I definitely recognize as soon as I saw it. I think this is a really nice figure. The printing is, there's a lot of printing. It's kind of like Kylo Ren with the kind of white outlines representing the kind of the outfit there, and he's got a silver belt you can kind of see, and it does glow, which is actually quite nice. And you can kind of see he comes with a hat as well, so because he comes with a hat, he doesn't come with an alternate face. Just kind of show you the face a bit more kind of clearly. He's got hair kind of sticking out from the side, and he's got kind of big eyebrows, and you can kind of see he doesn't come with a face, but you can kind of see he does get a bit of back printing, but not too much, and that is kind of it for this figure. Next up we get a First Order officer, an unnamed First Order officer, and it's a woman, a female. I actually think this is a really nice design. Kind of looks quite strict, and this kind of looks like one of them figures that should have a name on, so I'm quite confused about that. But I think it's a pretty simple design. Unfortunately, there's no printing on the legs, but there is printing on the torso. You kind of see she comes with the silver belt again, with the kind of black around it there, and then she has a few pockets with the utilities. And because she has the hat on, she doesn't come with an alternate face. And just kind of show you the back. There's the back. Again, there's not really much going on, and she actually comes with a white microscope. So next up we have the First Order crew member. We actually get two of these. They're both the same except for the face. So I'll just review this one, and I'll show the face of the other afterwards. So you can kind of see it's pretty simple. There's not really too much going on. It comes with a blaster. And there's the bat. There's not, again, much going on with this. I think the helmet's actually quite nice. It's a really nice kind of design, a nice kind of mold, and it can be lifted up quite easily to reveal a normal face. And here we have the other crew member. It's exactly the same, but the face comes with a different person, and I actually think that's really nice that they've actually included that as well, instead of giving us the same face, because it gives us a different variety. And then next up we have the First Order Stormtrooper office, and this is actually the last figure, and it's just a normal Stormtrooper with the kind of red shoulder part here. I actually think that's quite nice, and it's been molded quite nicely to actually kind of suit the Stormtrooper. The rest of it's exactly the same. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. And then of course it comes with a blaster, and it comes with the clone face which is pretty unfortunate. So now we're going to be taking the actual Kylo Ren's command shuttle itself, and before I begin to take a closer look at it, I'm just going to spin this around so you can sort of just see it for yourselves. And I mean, it's a pretty nice model. See the back there, we've got the thrusters, and I just think overall it's a really nice thing to have. The color scheme's wrong, but honestly, I'm not really that bothered. I think it's just a really cool set. I'm going to show you why now. So first off, I'm going to start with the playability of this thing, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually pick this thing up. So it's a pretty heavy model. It looks heavy, and it is heavy. So what you got to do is you just got to get it from the back, and you've just got to lift it up. Pretty easy to do, and then you just have to swoosh it around like that, and it looks as though it's actually flying. I will say though that there is one point of concern, and that is actually this part here. So this part does tend to come off a lot. You'll see that it just quite easily pops off, and sometimes when you're playing with it, it will just pop off, which is very unfortunate. And I will say that the thrusters aren't that good as well. I mean, they can very easily come off, which is pretty unfortunate if you ask me. So now I'm going to be showing you the main function of this command shuttle itself. So here we have these knobs, so we've got one on each side, and you just got to twist them, and you'll see that the wings actually do expand up. I'll show you from the other side as well. So you just twist it, and then they pop up. I'm going to say that one thing I'm not a massive fan of with this wing feature is that it's not completely straight, so you have to push it in yourself, like just like that. It is mainly straight, but there is a bit of a gap in there, so you just have to give that a bit of a push to put it in completely and make it all level. So now the wing fully expanded out, you'll see that we've got a bit of a point there, and a lot of the wing is just a very simple design. There's not really anything too special with this design, and you'll see that we've got a few of these tall pieces there. And one thing that I'm not a massive fan of is the gap here. So as you can see, we've got a bit of a gap there, and we've got a few of these black pieces, and I totally do understand why the gap is there. I mean, we do need that gap to actually access the play feature and make it a nice smooth motion, but it would have been nice if that just wasn't there. And then on the other sides, we've just got a bit of paneling. And then if I just show you the bottom section, you'll just see just a lot of panels there. We've got a bit of detailing here, and then over here we've actually got a hidden spring-loaded shooter, which I'm going to show you in a bit. And then you'll see that we've got these levers just hanging out there, and I will say that you can see the red pins. I'm not a massive fan of that, but it doesn't look as bad as they usually do look, because there is a bit of red in the ship anyways. So I've just zoomed in on the hidden spring-loaded shooter, and you can see it's just popping out there. It's done in green, and I think it's pretty well hidden for a spring-loaded shooter. So all you've got to do is just press on that, and it quite easily fires out like that. So the other wing is actually identical, so there's no point in really taking a look at that. But now we're going to look at the front. So at the front, we've actually got these fake guns that just stick out there. We've got two on either side, both done in light grey, and I think that's a pretty decent design. And then you see that we've got the windscreen there. It's done in black with the trans black pieces used there, which is actually pretty decent to see. And then we've got a bit of grey there, and we've just got a random grill piece just sort of hanging out there. Here we have the cockpit section, and this is actually the top, and it can be opened up quite easily just like that to reveal the cockpit. However, I'm just going to quickly show you what this actually looks like. So here it is. It's just a very simple design. If I just pick the commercial up so you can see, it is very simple. There's not really too much going on there. There are a lot of mixtures of the light grey and the dark grey plates, which is actually really cool to see. And I'm just going to show you how to open it again. So it's just very easy to open, and it's on a very loose joint, so it makes it very nice and smooth to open. And here we have the cockpit. So here we have the cockpit, and I will say that it's actually a pretty big design. It's very, very big. I mean, if you look at these sides, you'll see that they go in there, which is actually really nice to see. And you've got tiling on the sides there, which is pretty cool. But here we have the cockpit. You'll see that we've got a spare stud-loaded shooter there. And if I just pick this thing up, we've actually got 4 seats available, I think. We've got one at the front, and then you can fit a load of minifigures in there. And I don't know if you can see at the back, there is some more space. And that space can actually be accessed from here. So if you just pull that up, you'll see that we've actually got access to that space, which is pretty cool. And then if I just turn this thing over back to the front cockpit, we can again lift that up. But when you lift this one up, the back one does sort of fall down, so you can only lift one of them up, which is pretty unfortunate. And there's just a decent amount of design on there. There's not really too much going on. So the only bit of design here is actually a sticker piece here, just showing the cockpit. And then lastly, we have the side area here, and it's just pretty simple. It's pretty nice in the design. I like this part here. It just sort of interlinks the actual wing itself to the main cockpit section, which is pretty nice. And just to give you a quick view of the rest of it, you'll see that there's just a lot of nice design on it. And even though the color scheme is completely wrong for this set, I still really do appreciate this thing a lot, and especially the design. So overall, even though the design and the color scheme and everything is completely wrong for this, I am saying that this is a good set. And it would have been nice, I mean, if they could flap the whole wing out completely, like it's meant to do in the movie, and if the color scheme was alright, but it wasn't actually Lego's fault, because at the time they didn't get the correct color scheme for it, they didn't get the correct information, so they couldn't do it. But honestly, I'm proud of this set. I'm proud to own it, and I don't know, the new one does look cool, and I might buy it, I don't know, but I don't usually buy sets that I already have, and I'm really proud to own this thing. And if you have this set and you don't like the set, then go and buy the new one. But I like the set, so I probably won't buy the new one, because it's just such a good set. Even though it is completely wrong, and it actually looks really cool on display as well. So with that being said, everybody, this is the end of the video. If you did enjoy, then please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So peace out, see you later, and bye bye.